first and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Kol Lo Yamla Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that create millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be to the 144,000, the elect men, women, and children of the nation of Israel, and the strong and mighty Shalom to the Gentiles and Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. All right. And I wanted to do a quick lesson on the voice of Mirth. Okay. Because we still have, in a sense, this security of Mirth, being in the land. Okay. And that's going to be soon taken out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, we have a lot of people, looking forward to the next sports season, football and basketball and baseball, hockey, soccer, and just everything in general, and they aren't paying attention to the signs that Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai is sending out. So I just want to go through a few precepts real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai being the name of the Heavenly Son. Okay, alright, let's go to Psalms, I believe it's 137:3. Bear with me because I'm on the road, I'm driving. It's driving by with the scriptures. It says, for there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. Okay, and this goes back into more than likely the different captivities that we were in. Okay, because the best singers on the planet are the Israelites. The Israelites are the best singers, dancers, actors, entertainers, sports, dominating sports and other facets of life too as well. So when we go into captivity, the other nations say, hey, y'all, we want y'all to, to sing for us, dance, act for us, do those different things. Okay. That's why they have those so-called Negro spiritual hymns, right? You hear those songs like Way in the Water, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Okay, those are the type of songs and performances the other nations want us to do for them. All right, and they want us to keep us in that state. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, we're waking up out of the sleep and taking over the kingdom, so to speak, at the return of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that's the point. They wanted to, even though we was going into captivity, they wanted us to have that mirth. They wanted us to be happy, right? They wanted tabrets to be played, right? Okay. All right, let's go get another precept. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7:4. Okay, let's start. We'll start at verse 1. It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and a day of death than the day of one's birth. Verse 2, it says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. And that's where people are at. Okay, with this summer 2022, everybody got, the dragon juice, so to speak, the hokey pokey, right, the jab. And it's supposed to be a so-called lit summer, right? They call it hot girl summer, it says, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Right. Which means if you used to going out, partying, so-called soaking it up, having nothing but fun, you know what I'm saying, and living your life underneath those manners, you'll never know what truly goes on in the world. You won't even have the slightest clue. You're basically, spiritually dead when you're in that state. Okay? Verse 3 says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Right? So we know about laughter, the good times, so to speak. The chilling and just all the other things that so-called make you happy. But what people don't like is the things that are unsettling to them in the spirit, all the dark stuff that happens. That's why Esau Edom, right, the so-called white man, he's running from his past. That's why he doesn't mind taking down the different statues and the different monuments, because he doesn't want people to know or to understand, who he truly is. So, he's taken away what the truth is, and he's replacing it, with the so-called metaverse, right? And different technologies that come in like manner, All right, this is verse 4. It says, for the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth. Right? And that's extremely true. When you take hold to this truth, it's very, very, very bitter. It makes you think, dang, the Lord really said that. He really did this. He really did this. So when you come into the knowledge of the truth, and it really takes you for a spin, and the Lord, through the Spirit, and every man is given a measure of set wisdom, right? We pray that our oil, right, and our cup runneth over. Okay, but he basically shows you, in a spirit, just how deep the rabbit hole goes, and how wicked, Esau Edom is, so to speak. That's what he shows you. All right. I'll park this car real quick. Get these precepts here at the gas station. Get some gas. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go to Let's go to chapter 12 real quick. I don't intend for this to be long. Okay. It says, this is Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Right? And our people like to wait until affliction come upon them and then ask for forgiveness from the Lord, man. Okay? You have a lot of elders or older people that do that, so to speak. Right? They wait till they get sick. They wait till they run around, so to speak, playing a harlot or being a whoremonger, or being a whore, so to speak, or committing idolatry. And when they get up in age, they then want to turn back to the Lord. Right? But the scripture says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, when you're young. It says, while the evil days come not, because those evil days are coming. Okay? And it says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Okay, and we're coming upon that time where, the people they're not going to have an answer. So there's going to be nothing pleasurable, right? When all your social activities get taken away, and you can't get food or water, and you're going through all kinds of calamities and tribulations, right? From Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, what you gonna do? Ain't nothing you gonna be able to do. You know, but whatever judgment the Lord wants to pretty much carry out on you, it's going to happen, so to speak. Okay, and it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3, and it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right? And that's, the keepers of the house, that goes back into, economy, right? Let's go to, see if I could get that, definition of economy real quick. Economy definition. It says the wealth and resources of a country or region, specifically in terms of the production and consumption of goods and services. Careful management of available resources. The economy, goes into basically housekeeping, house cleaning, so to speak. Okay? That's basically, what it goes into. I believe eco, let's look that up real quick. Eco goes into house. Let's see. Lock your bell with me real quick. Yeah, see, economy, household management, okay? All right. So that's just the point I wanted to get. So when it talks about the keepers, it says in that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, it's talking about the people that's over the economy, because the house is a representation of America, so to speak, and other places too, all around the world, but particularly geared here for the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, the beauty of the Chaldees, the great city, the mother of heart, the harlot. Okay, mystery. All right. And it says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Verse 4, and it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And the sound of the grinding is becoming low. Okay, the grinding is becoming low in general, and that grinding goes into working. Okay, so while the unemployment rate goes down, that's the grinding getting low. And then it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right? So all that partying, having fun, all of that, that's that's coming to an end, man. The Lord's going to bring that to an end. That's what mirth is. The joy of the music and the harps and the tabret, so to speak, and the pleasures of so-called having fun in society. The Lord's bringing that to naught, and in a major way. Okay. Let's get like this. Get one more scripture, Lord willing. Let's get Isaiah 24:8. Okay. Let's start at verse 7. It says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Right? And that's the times we're coming into. Right? The people who are so-called extra, merry-hearted, they're going to be, crying, so to speak. Right? They're going to be pissed off. Right? Verse 8, and it says, the mirth of tabrets cease, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Okay, so that's the ending of all those so-called, I believe it's called revelings, banquetings. People get together and let's look up that word real quick. Revelings, I believe that's the one I want. All right, Salakia. Let's go back here. I think it's say 1 Peter 4:3. Right. Okay. Revelings. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see what it is. All right, it says to take pleasure or wallow, to reveal in success, to take part in noisy festivities, make merry. And that's pretty much the revelings goes back into basically kind of like it's kind of like a club environment, right? It's a party like festivity where music is just being played. So when that happens, when music is being played and all these other things are happening, right? People dance and they sing, whatever the case may be. So it's kind of like a club type environment. And what's going to happen is the Lord is going to take all that away. Okay. Let's go back Isaiah 24:8. It says the mirth of tabrets cease. Those tabrets or a tambourine, right? Okay. And it says the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. So these are, musical instruments, right? So the Lord's going to take all that away. Okay. And it says they shall not drink wine with a song, right? That's exactly what pretty much happens in a club, right? People will drink wine. People drink strong drink, different alcohols while going to these different clubs and cookouts, so to speak, and all the rest of that kind of stuff. Okay. And it says strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, right? These people are going to be they're going to be in straits, so to speak. So they're not going to have time to take to party and enjoy partying at the same time, because you can go to a party and not have fun. You know what I'm saying? So the people are going to be, the economy is going to be so bad, and things are going to be so bad, and so much chaos is going to be going on that, when the people do try to have a strong drink, do try to drink alcohol, it's not going to be pleasurable to them. Okay? And it says, verse 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. And there you have it. Okay? And that the city of confusion It's gone into, Babylon the Great, aka America, and it's being broken down, right? Now the elite calls it, the so-called Great Reset, so to speak. But we know it, we know it as to be prophecy, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. We know it's a prophecy that, Babylon the Great will fall. Okay. So that's all I have, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. This lesson is, the voice of Mirth. Okay. And that's coming to an end. The Lord is going to actually make the things, I believe it's, the Lord said something along the lines of the things that are, pleasurable. He's going to make people hate the things that are pleasurable. It's not going to be fun to them, man. It ain't going to be no more, ain't no more time for games, man. It's time to be serious. It's time to come back to the Lord. It's time to put your best foot forward through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. And, do the Lord's bidding, do the Lord's will, do his work. Okay? All right, so with that being said, I want to say, call Loyam La Yahweh Shema Shai by Hashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be to the 144,000, the elect men, women, and children in the nation of Israel. I want to give a strong and mighty shalom to the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. I want to say, Kum Yasha'Allah, Wa Baba Bal, Wa L'Rachama, to all those who oppose Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.